Hello, boys and girls. I wanted to go over your Wednesday ELA assignment. The first one I'm going to go over is the reading skills. Today is all about setting, and setting is when something took place, where it took place, and like the environment. Okay, so when we're talking about when, we're talking more about time. When we're talking about where, we're talking more about the place. And the environment is like, what is the climate like? Is it's kind of going more in detail about where it is. What about like the temperature of the area? What is the landscape like? Is it hilly? Is it flat? Is it a desert? Is it a tundra? Things like that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to move these three little pictures in the correct spot. So think about which picture would represent when, which one of these pictures, which one would represent where, which one would represent the environment. Down here, it's just saying the setting impacts the characters and events like a puzzle. So impact means to affect or change. And so you don't really have to do anything here. It's just more of giving you information. Here, if you look in this green writing right here, well, it's black writing, but it's highlighted green. It says write incomplete sentences. So think about down here, writing incomplete sentences. It says directions. Look at the scene. Write details the author of the story may use to describe this setting. So look at this picture. When is it happening? Where? Where is it? And what is the environment like? How would this setting impact the character and events? So think about the setting here. Think about how it would impact a character and the events. Let me give you an example. Let's say this picture was a desert and we were in the story and we were traveling in the desert and it was a summer day. That would affect us. That would affect the events that would happen. It would affect the things that we wear. It would affect us making sure that we have enough water, right? So think about things like that. Think about when this could be. When is kind of difficult, but you can think about, is it day or is it night? This picture looks like it probably was taken not too long ago. It wouldn't be like 50 years ago, right? So think about when. Where, you don't have to have the exact place because you probably won't know the exact place, but you do know something about, would you see that much snow in Arizona? Maybe during the winter time in the mountains, but that looks like awful lot of snow. And then the environment, remember, is more like the climate. Now look at this one. It says look at the scene, write the details. So it's a different picture. Again, you're going to do when, where, and the environment. And how would this setting impact the characters and events? And I believe there's one more, same thing, different scene, different setting. This one is about point of view. So you are going to listen to the story first. And then you're going to think about who is telling the story. Sometimes the narrator is telling the story, and sometimes the narrator is outside of the story. Characters have different thoughts and feelings, which means characters have different points. So think about who is the narrator of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Move the narrator to the narrator box. So whoever the narrator is, if it's an outside person, the baby, the mama bear, the papa bear, Goldilocks, whoever you think is the narrator, you're going to move right here. What might happen if the narrator was someone else? So think about that. What might happen if the narrator is somebody but was somebody else. So you're going to write your answer in here. Think about some of the stories that we read where they were called fractured fairy tales. Like, for example, Three Little Pigs. We've read stories where it was like the Three Little Wolves, or we read stories about the wolf through his point of view and how the story changed. Because with the wolf telling his point of view, he told why he was trying to get into their houses, right? So think about what might happen if the narrator is someone else in the story. The next question says, who are the three main characters in Goldilocks and the Three Bears? And then you have to move the boxes in these characters over here. So the rest of the people that you have, you're going to move their boxes over here, okay? And then lastly, how do the characters think and feel about the events differently? So think about, how would they feel? How do they see the world? They see it differently, right? So Goldilocks, I don't know what's happening here. Hold on. I'm trying to make it so it's easier for you guys to see. There we go. If I didn't have that, then you wouldn't have been able to see the boxes, right? So, how do the characters think and feel about the events differently? So think about the story through Goldilocks' eyes. Think about the story through the bear's eyes. Think about it. They see the story different. Just like if we were to think about the Three Little Pigs, the pigs see and think and feel about the events differently than the wolf did, right? So think about how they might feel different. And then the last part is listen to the story, the true story of the Three Little Pigs. Oh, there you go. So here it says, who is the narrator? So you're going to listen to the story here, and you're going to pick from these guys which one is the narrator. What does the narrator think and feel about the events? You're going to write that here. And it says write in complete sentences. Here, sorry, I forgot to tell you, write in complete sentences. Okay, moving on. And then the next one, it says, imagine another character is telling the story. How would the story be different? So you're going to say, if blank, so you're going to pick one of the other characters to tell the story. And here you're going to say, how is it different? How would they tell the story differently? Okay? So that is the first thing you guys are going to do. The second thing is the dictionary skills, like you guys have been doing. It says, for this page, according to the dictionary page, what is the meaning of the word every? So write that down here. And then they want you to use the word every in a sentence right there. This one says, according to the dictionary page, what is the meaning of the word enough? You're going to put that there. Use the word enough in a sentence. Put it right there. Now, it says, drag the words into alphabetical order on the dictionary page. Then change the guide words to match the first and the last word, okay? So first up, you have to alphabetize these 5 words. So put them in alphabet, but helps if I can say the word, alphabetical order. Then look at this page right here. We have guide words that are up at the top of the dictionary page. Those show you what is the first word on that page and what is the last word on that page. So after you're done alphabetizing, you're going to do the same thing. What is the first word you wrote and what is the last word? Okay? So what word goes into this box and what word goes in this box? You're going to type it in there. Same thing goes for these words. Alphabetize them, then figure out the first word goes here, the last word goes there. Then this same thing, nothing new, just different words, different words, different words, different words, different words. So for all of those, you're going to alphabetize them and put the first word here, last word here. And that's all you have to do. And that's all I have for you today for ELA. Make sure that you guys do your fluency day 3. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye.